General Carlos Cavero told the world in 1979, "Everything has been in a process of investigation both in the United States and in Spain, as well as the rest of the world. On a global scale, the nations of the world are currently working together in the investigation of the UFO phenomenon, and there is an international exchange of data." So, what type of data have they been analyzing? Here's a quote from December 16, 1978, issued by the Chilean Air Force with regards to a UFO encounter, similar to what the Pentagon released. Again, keep in mind, this is something that's happened thousands of times over the past few decades, and perhaps thousands of times every single year. Two pilots on a training mission, each flying a F-5 fighter aircraft, tracked the object on their airborne radar. It gave a return equal to 10 or more aircraft carriers, except this object was in the air, not floating on the water. Each pilot assumed his radar equipment was faulty, until he learned that the other pilot was also getting the same return. Not only this, but ground radar from a nearby airport also picked up the object and confirmed its huge size. The pilots also saw the object with their own eyes. One pilot later said that at a distance of 20 miles, it looked like a plantain banana swathed in smoke. The pilots were frightened, having no missiles or weapons. As they approached the massive object, which had been motionless all this while, it took off at an unimaginable speed. All at once, it vanished from the 3 radar screens. The very next morning the Chilean Air Force scrambled some F-5 fighter jets to intercept another very large UFO. The pilots described this one as very bright, and very large. The Chilean Air Force has officially acknowledged these events, but could not explain what had occurred. Since we're talking about Chile, here's a CIA document from decades ago that also cites another incident. It states as follows. Antarctic flying saucers. A group of red, green, and yellow flying saucers has been seen flying over Deception Island for 2 hours by Argentine, Chilean and British bases, military, in Antarctica. The flying saucers were also seen flying in formation over the South Orkney Islands in quick circles. The implications? Within the lore, if you take some of these objects to indeed be extraterrestrial, there is a consistency among many in the field that many of these beings are here to help humanity to make a transition, and help us.